Hello guys, my name is Borax and I've been on a quest to play every single champion in the support role. And for the longest time, I've actually wondered who might be the worst support in the entire game. Maybe it could be a Master Yi or some ADC like Raven. At the end of the day, I wouldn't know until I've tried them out, and I haven't been super looking forward to playing those champions yet. However, every time Riot releases a new champion, I feel the need to try them out as a support. And well, Gwen got released, and I think I found the answer I've been looking for when it comes to the quest of finding the worst support possible in League of Legends. I welcome you to sit back and enjoy as I rant about just how awful Gwen, the Hollow Seamstress, is when she's utilized as a support.
You are bad!
They said it, not me.
So I start off every bullet support video by taking a look at a champion's ability to invade, and Gwen has 0 abilities that would help at all, so this is my first ever F rating that I've given, and let me just say it won't be the last one that Gwen will be getting. I like to judge the overall laning phase based on 3 categories: poking, peeling, and all inning. Poking as Gwen is the only thing you might be able to do. You can E towards an enemy and try to bop them, but I mean, like, you do so little damage and have so little range, plus the sustain from your passive, which is pretty much Bork, will do nothing in preventing the enemies from bopping you right back. Peeling is also a no-go. You have no CC and no utility for your ADC. You can kinda self-peel with your W, because as long as there are no enemies in it, they can't hit you with anything, but your allies will still get hit with stuff if they are in it. Finally, all inning. You're very reliant on your team starting out the fight. I mean, out of desperation, I tried out Glacial Augment Gwen to kinda slow enemies down, but yeah, you can do that on any champion. Sure, she might have a bit of extra damage because of her passive, but no, just no. Gwen's all inning is so bad that even AT&T doesn't want me to do it. For overall laning, Gwen gets her second F of the video. While she is maddening for providing 0 utility while also being melee, at least she is consistent in picking up those Fs. Let's talk about my favorite thing to do as a support, and it's called roaming. So you know in those games where you have a Gwen jungle and she comes into gank and you're just like, man, I kinda had to do everything to set it up and she just came in late and stole my kill. Yeah, now imagine it's the same useless champion, but this time she does no damage and just gives a kill to your opponent. If I just gave her another F here, it could get a little lame, so you know what, she gets a nice little D-, because you can dash over a wall and maybe avoid enemy vision, which can be handy for a roam. Before I take a look at a champion's overall ability as a support in the early game, I like to take a look at the matchups they might have to face. So we will do that, really quickly. You know what, normally I make some kind of joke that Morgana is my least favorite matchup, but her Black Shield has absolutely no effect on you, besides being able to ignore the pitiful damage you dish out. Even though Morgana isn't an exceptional counter to Gwen's support, it doesn't mean that she would do well against her, and when it comes to how Gwen would fare against any meta support, I think this is what the tier list would look like in my opinion. Okay, now that we have done a deep analysis on her hardest matchups, let's give Gwen's support an overall rating for her ability to support in the early game.
I must hurry if I am to win.
When it comes to late game, I like to consider the champion's abilities to engage peel and their overall impactfulness on a teamfight when they're being utilized as a support. In the late game, you will finally have your ultimate ability, which grants you access to your only bit of utility, and that is a tiny slow. And what I sadly discovered is that the only way you can reactivate your ult is by hitting someone in between casts, so she almost has no engage. You see, I tried to play around this by buying an Everfrost, but the game ended before I could get it. With Everfrost, you can maybe get an engage off, but I mean, I'm just grabbing at straws here. I'll give her a F+ here, just because Everfrost is an item she can buy. So you can pretty much just copy and paste what I said for engaging, and slap it into peeling. It'll be desperate attempts of using your ult and hopefully having Everfrost. Another clean little F+. Now then, team fighting. Have you seen those Gwens doing okay in lane and then they try to team fight and it just doesn't work out that well? Now imagine that, but the Gwen is 0-5 and has 10 CS. Another easy F for Gwen's support. So usually before I talk about a champion's overall ability to support, I will go into runes and items that I ran or think could be good. But I was only able to play one Gwen support game, and I straight inted as you can see from the footage. I mean, a Soraka was just bullying me under tower non-stop. As a Blitz/Thresh main, you know how annoying it could be not be able to punish that over and over again, and just hard stomp the game. But instead, I just had to take it the whole time. I even then tried playing it out in jungle because I wanted to get better at the champion, so I can make that kind of content for you guys. But that also didn't go great, and man, the champion just isn't that good, and it's absolutely abysmal in the support role. But here, I will make a deal with you guys. If this video gets 1,000 likes, I will one day do a stream where I just play Gwen's support for at least 4 games, and then we can discover together what runes work out on her or what builds you should maybe go. play some tank Gwen, some AP Gwen, I don't know. I will pretend she's not awful in theory craft with you guys. And to make it more spicy, and because I highly doubt we will hit that goal, I will do it in a Gwen cosplay, because why not? Maybe having a blue wig and some novelty big scissors will enhance the video, so yeah. For now, let's skip right to Gwen's overall ability support, which is a F. She is awful. Well guys, thanks so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you enjoyed watching, but don't necessarily leave a like, because I'm not looking forward to having to play Gwen that much, so if we don't hit the goal, I wouldn't complain too much. Feel free to check out my other Will It support videos if you want to see some actual good off-meta picks, and I promise that Zac video is coming out. I just wanted to get this out of the way. If for some crazy reason you do decide to play Gwen support on your own, I will wish you good luck. You will definitely need it.